Welcome back to Pokemon Thursday. Now this time, last week or the week before, whichever week it was, we did my 10 favourite Pokemon redone. Now we've also done a list a few years back, my 10 least favourite Pokemon. Now we're going to do that list redone because some new Pokemon have come out, we've got some new decks, we've got some new involvement, new interactions and stuff. Some people were a bit maybe undeserving on the original first list, and some people are a bit more deserving on this list. Some of it will still stay the same, some of it may be exactly identical as the previous list, but here's my 10 least favourite Pokemon because we did my 10 favourite. Usually I do the negatives then the positives, but this time around I went positive, negative. I'm pregnant. But as well, don't forget to let me know your least favourite Pokemon in the comments below and the reasons why, because again, just because I don't like these Pokemon doesn't mean it's not going to be somebody else's favourite Pokemon. And if it is your favourite Pokemon, that is absolutely fine. That's why Pokemon is beautiful. We can have our favourites and least favourites and no one is right and wrong. So let's listen to a grown man with a beard who's supposed to be an adult talk about his 10 favourite fictional creatures from a fictional world of Pokemon. This off right, okay, this one is Jinx, right? Jinx, let's just get this out of the way. It's a legend, it's an OG, it's one of the OG GGG Pokemon, okay, it's cool. But till this day, till this fucking very day, I still don't understand what Jinx is. What is Jinx? The dress and everything, is that part of the Pokemon? Am I supposed to be into it? Am I supposed to look down a little bit? I mean, I don't want to. I'm not into that. But like, if I'm alone in a cave with a Jinx, shit might happen. That's a weird that's a weird joke, I'm sorry. No, I just don't understand Jinx. I've never really gotten behind it and seen the gimmick. Fuck me, that we even don't use that. Jinx is on the list. I'm getting off this subject. Not getting off to shut up. A Conqueror. I mean, you could maybe add the rest of the timber and blah blah blah. But no, it's just mainly Conqueror. I don't like the veiny shenanigans. I don't like the big clown nose. I don't like the big pillars it's holding. I don't understand any, like, imagine the function of that on constantly holding. I know he's a fighting type, he's big and he's strong and yada yada. I don't like it. I think he's a really, really ugly design. I think the extra pieces, yeah, it goes, you know, Timber's got a little bit of wood, blah, 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 and it goes for the evolutionary line. Girder, he's got his bit of girder, but I just think it looks shit and it looks awful and it's horrible, and the veininess throughout all of it's just meh. So the whole line, it's mainly the whole line's in there I don't like. Slacking. Now, the more I think about it, Slacking is just a shit Snorlax. I feel like, I mean, again, they've given it a line. Slack Off and Vigroth, I've got no issues with them. I kind of like the way it goes, but it goes from the chilled out Slack Off to the aggressive, high-natured, energetic Vigroth to the fat Slacking. I think it looks shit. It looks horrible. The way it's just chilling. I just think if I want a sleepy Pokemon, I'm going to get Snorlax. And to be honest, if I want another sleepy Pokemon, I'm going for Kamala. I just think that they're two much better designs and much better Pokemon. So he's a shit sleepy boy. Mr. Rhyme, purely because I do not want nonsense inside of Pokemon. Mr. Rhyme, I mean, this is a Pokemon list. Luckily, the video is marked not for kids anyway. But Mr. Rhyme is disgusting, is horrible, don't understand it. Mr. Mime was borderline there anyway, and then you give this evolution, and no, not for me. That's he's got a walking stick, he's danced away, he's got his little hat on, the weird face on his belly. Not for me. Imagine seeing that in Dark Alley. That will steal your kids. And again, it's the OG and stuff, and I don't even hate the design. I don't hate the evolutionary line. Golbat, Crobat, awesome's fine. There's no worries there. I even used a Crobat on team before. Just Zubat is a pest. If you're an OG player like me, OG player, or back in the day, if you're a Gen 1 player, and to be honest, even now, pretty much every cave you go in, you don't get repelled, you're going to get bombarded with Zubats. It's a pain in the ass, it's a nightmare. I'm sick of seeing them, sick of them coming on screen with their animation. It does your head in. It's always going to be still. Anytime I look at a cave, even in real life, right, this isn't even a joke, even in real life, I'm going to be like, there's like Zubat in there. And I love bats as well. I love Batman. Fucking Zubats. It's Ice-Q. Ice-Q has just been added to the Pokedex, to the world of Pokemon. Penguins, a little fast fact about me. Penguins are my favourite animal of all time, love them. but I can't justify this. It's another Mimikyu in some aspects with the ability and stuff. You know, you hit it, take away the head. But it's just a penguin with a block of ice on its head. That feels like kind of what they did with Melmetal, even though Melmetal and Meltans grew on me. But they just got a thing and just got another thing and went, see if that works. I don't like it. It just looks horrible. The penguin Pokemon for me is the Piplup line. Empoleon. They are the penguin Pokemon for me. And he just looks fucking awful. And like I said, if you just look from ignore the head, the body down, you just think it's a picture of a normal penguin. And then the rest of it's just this weird ice. But I kind of feel like I get what they're trying to do. For me, it just fell flat and it didn't work. Sorry, Ice-Ski, you've just entered the world of Pokemon and I've already put you on my most wanted list. Most wanted list? Most hated list. Again into Galar. The next couple are actually from Galar anyway. And it's Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl, for me, I know a lot of people love him and he's been used on a few teams and a lot of people love the design and stuff. But for me, he does not belong in the world of Pokemon. I am so sorry. He feels like there should be a Yu-Gi-Oh deck based about him. It feels like he could be even more in a Digimon. Or it looks like he could maybe even be a Bit Beast in Beyblade. It doesn't sit right with me for whatever. The rest of the evolutionary line, I can get away with. I can see that. But the way he comes into this big muscly boy with these three weird fingers, the skinny little torso thing, the big pointy... I mean, don't get us wrong, if I pull an awesome card of him in the future in the TCG, wicked, yeah, I got the Rainbow Rare, I got the Ultra Rare, whatever, but I don't know, it feels so out of place for me. And there are some Pokemon, some Pokemon that are very humanoid, I don't like Blaziken, it's too humanoid for me, but then Machamp's very humanoid, I know he's got 4 arms, but I'm fine with it, so I'm a bit hypocritical, but Grimmsnarl, yeah. Morgrem, yeah, go for it. The rest of the line, cool. Not for me. Sorry, Galar, I'm doing you again because we're just getting it all out there. I haven't got them in any particular order, but it's Dragazult, Dragafish, Actizolt, and Actifish. Can we universally agree? Please, let me know in the comments below. Can we universally agree? The Galar fossils are the worst fossils to date. They're fucking awful. Right, again, I appreciate the idea that went behind it. Mix and match these fossils, make a different Pokemon, different combinations, different abilities, different moves, different types. Wicked, cool, I love what you're going with there. But why do they have to end up like this? I mean, I'm sure all 4 are plastered somewhere. They are so awfully designed. They look so mismatched and like what's going on. It's a Frankenstein's monster sort of shenanigans going on. It looks horrible, it looks shit, it looks... I couldn't even tell you who's the worst out of all of these because they all look so bad. 2 is I've kind of let off the inanimate object Pokemon off a bit. I've sort of been a bit harsh on them because some of them oh, it's got really bright. Clink, I hated and he was on my original list, but it's somewhat not grew on me like I love it, but I'm. Alright, I'm going to give you a pass in future. Litwick and stuff, yeah, carry on doing your thing. Even Vanillite and stuff, really didn't like them. But the more I've seen them and stuff and seen them popping up around Galar, I'm just sort of like, I like ice cream and you're kind of cute. But no, this one inanimate object, I can never forgive and I can never get my head around. And it's Klefki. Because to this day, it's a set of keys. And again, like I've said in previous Mons, I kind of appreciate the idea. People always lose their keys. This goes around, collects them and stuff. But it is just a set of keys. It's like me trying to go into somebody and say, I can have a real life Pokemon battle with you. Like how Charmander doesn't exist, that Mewtwo doesn't exist. Well, I've a pair of keys. Go. I don't like it. It's the only inanimate object Pokemon that's not going to fly with me. I'm putting my foot down on that one, Game Freak. Yeah, no Klefki for me. I cannot be asked catching up Pokemon Go, but I'm going to have to. I couldn't even stop the video. And number 1 is Fearow and Spearow. If you've watched my favourite Pokemon of all time, if you've even watched any Pokemon video, well not any, but a few Pokemon videos that I've done, you'll know that my love for Pidgeotto, and in fact the Pidgeline itself. And I hate Fearow and Spearow because they're the ultimate dickheads. They were the ones that tried starting with that little community of Pidgeys and Pidgeotters and stuff that caused my boy Ash's Pidgeotto to evolve into a Pidgeot to then send them away. They are just the ultimate bullies, the ultimate dickheads. They are the worst birds you'll ever find. I hate them more than I hate unpheasant, and I can't stand that fucking thing. They've always done my head in. I've always seen them as like the verminy little dickheads that need to fuck off. And I even have a shiny Spearow and a shiny Fearow on Pokemon. And I seen a third one. I thought, not even going for you. Got 2 of you, so you just stay in there. Not even going to use your shiny forms. Seen a third one. Fuck off. Not having any of it. I can't stand them. The bullies, the little dickheads. No one fucks with my Pidgeline and gets away with it. Unless you're an electric type. Pokemon jokes with Dan. Pokemon visuals, that was my my least favourite Pokemon in the world of Pokemon, and I'm sure again in future Redone, when future generations come or different playthroughs and stuff come, because we all grow as people. As we mature, our Pokemon lists mature with us. There's a lot of Pokemon that we can agree with and disagree with within ourselves, and say, oh no, we'll change you about. I think our core favourites will always stay the same, and the ones that we hate the most, the core ones, will always stay the same. But again, as well, I don't absolutely hate like these Pokemon, like Jinx, I don't absolutely hate. I just don't understand it. And Zubat, I don't absolutely hate. The Galafossils, I actually absolutely hate. And Klefki, I hate. And Spearow and Fearow, I absolutely hate. I guess there's a lot of Pokemon I do actually hate. But yes, let me know in the comments below your thoughts and opinions. And we can talk about Pokemon stuff together. Likes and dislikes and stuff. But anyway, visuals, that was this week's Pokemon Thursday. Good enjoy. Let me know in the comments below anything you want to know about. Anything you want to talk about Pokemon-wise. Doesn't matter. It's fine. For that, visuals, remember to have a beautiful, lovely little day. Visuals will always keep being new and keep up. Keep it up.